Hello! My name is Corrine from the North Balfour Library with Lakeside Library Region, and welcome to episode 32 of Boredom Busters. We are going to try something a little bit different, and this winter / spring / we'll see how well it goes. Every 3 or 4 episodes of Boredom Busters, we're going to have take and make kits at the library with the majority of the supplies that you'll need for the craft or activity. We are also doing some simpler take and make kits as well that relate to our time for story time. So if you're not already a part of our North Balfour Public Library online Storytime closed Facebook group, please check it out. Back to what we're doing today. So the beginning of February has a few things to do with light. There's Groundhog's Day, where Groundhog says how much longer we have till the end of winter, and the Chinese Lunar New Year, which is usually between the end of January and the middle of February. And that's kind of my inspiration for today. We're going to make faux stained glass lanterns out of wax paper and wax crayons. And what's great about this craft is you can make it as simple or as complicated as you want. Let's get started. What you'll need for today. Wax crayons. I've got a bunch of broken ones here. Wax paper. 16 popsicle sticks. Glue, either liquid or a hot glue gun. Tape. An iron or a blow dryer or something hot that you can use to melt your wax. And a battery operated tea light or a small night light. Depending on how you set up how you're going to do your stained glass, you may also need a pencil sharpener or a butter knife and a black marker. Step 1 involves setting up your wax paper. If you end up grabbing one of the take and make kits, this step will be done for you and you can skip ahead to the time posted. For the people that are doing this on your own, tear off 4 sheets of wax paper that are the same length as your popsicle stick. So, now you want to fold this in half so that it's not much longer than your popsicle stick. Like this. And then just kind of cut off that extra little bit or tear it off. So you want 4 sheets like this that are the same height and width of your popsicle sticks because we're going to be making squares. So now we decorate our stained glass, and there are a couple of ways that you can do this. The first version is taking your wax crayon. So we unfold our things because we're only going to color on one side, and you just need to color really hard on your like so. So you do need to put a lot of pressure on this to make it really dark. Like if you just kind of do it lightly, you aren't going to see it. You do need to go really hard on it. And you can either color freely or make a bit of a picture. I'm just coloring freely on. If you really want to up your game, or at least the complexity of it, draw a picture onto your wax paper. And then use your shavings to fill in the various parts. So this I'm doing off screen because I'm doing it into little pieces of paper so that it's easier for me to put it into the parts. The second version is more about being able to mix colors. So what you have to do is shave off little bits of your crayon, either by using a pencil sharpener or by using a butter knife. If you are going to use a butter knife, make sure that you always point away from you while shaving, like so. Then sprinkle the shavings, not too many, on the one side of the wax paper like we've done. So with a little trial and error, adding too many shavings can make a big mess when melted and will also end up blending all of the colors into one. So just kind of use a few and spread them out a bit for best results. So I've got my pink down here, my green up here, and my blue over here, and then they'll merge together in the middle. That to the side. To melt the wax shavings, place the other half of your wax paper over your colored area or the shavings, and then put scrap paper underneath your wax paper to catch any leaks, and then more scrap paper on top to protect your iron. Have your iron on a low heat. And then we're just going to put a little bit of pressure onto this. And because we're using an iron, you want to kind of keep moving it, otherwise you can burn stuff. Voila! And see, we've got the wax paper to stop the green from leaking out. But we need to get more of this corner working, so we're just going to go like this. Voila! So I'm going to also do that on one of the ones that I colored on, just to show you the difference. And I'm going to go with that first one that I colored. So I've got the green and the pink and a little bit of the blue on there. And just flat melts it a little bit. Go, and it's all melted and together. But what if you don't have an iron? You can use a blow dryer. It does take a little bit longer, but the first thing that you'll want to do is go ahead and tape all of your edges so that one, the paper doesn't move around too much, and two, so that the shavings don't blow out on you. And then you want to have your blow dryer set on its highest heat setting, and try and be as close as you can to it without actually touching it as much as possible. If you do have some bigger chunks and shavings, you might have to actually go right on it, but don't do that for very long, just for like a couple seconds at a time, and just keep moving the blow dryer. go through and draw a picture with the crayons rather than using the shavings. It's a semi-pretty little rose. So this one I am also going to cover and use the blow dryer on, just to see what the difference is. Waiting for the wax paper to cool and kind of finish setting, we need to build our frames for our lanterns. So take 4 popsicle sticks and using either the liquid glue or the hot glue, put a dab of glue onto each end of 2 of the sticks. And then make a square out of them. Do this for all 4 sticks. And then set them aside to let them dry. So now that your frames are fully dried, we're just gonna go and tape our stained glass to our frames. Or you could also glue this as well. And then we're just gonna kind of tape these together. Or I'm gonna cheat and use the hot glue gun. So what you're gonna do to assemble these is we're going to bead a line on this one side. And then take another side and just kind of put it on top. And we're gonna tape the outside and inside just to kind of help keep it in place a little bit more. Maybe. You're done. Put either a battery operated tea light in the lantern or hang it on a plug-in nightlight. With all the flammables involved in this project, I don't recommend putting an actual candle in there at all. I hope everyone enjoyed the video, and I hope everyone who picked up a Take and Make kit was able to follow along. Have a great rest of your day and stay safe. Bye!